Your potential is endless. Namaskar, welcome to Next IS. I hope you are doing well. In this video, we will cover major headlines of the Hindu, Indian Express, and Press Information Bureau. So, without wasting any time, let's start today's discussion. And here, first article talks about budget session of Parliament, which will begin on January 31st, with the first part ending on February 13, and second part resuming on March 10 until April 4th. It will start with President Draupadi Murmu's address, and budget will be presented on February 1st. Now, let's know more about budget session. So friends, it is the longest and most important session of Parliament. It focused on presenting, discussing and passing the union budget, which details the government's revenue and expenditure plans for the upcoming fiscal year. And here you must know that Indian Constitution uses the term annual financial statement in Article 112 instead of budget. Now recently, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh highlighted the increasing threats in Gulf of Aden, Red Sea and adjacent waters of East Africa. He also emphasized that India's economic prosperity is tied to maritime security and the Indian Navy is working to ensure freedom of navigation. Now let's know about Gulf of Aden. So friends, it is named after Aden, which is a port city on Yemen's coast. As you can see, it is located between Arabian Peninsula and Horn of Africa. It is a critical part of Suez Canal shipping route which connects Red Sea and Mediterranean Sea. And as you can see, it is bounded to the south by Somalia, north by Yemen, east by Arabian Sea, and west by Djibouti. Now let's learn some key facts related to Red Sea. So friends, it is a semi-enclosed extension of the Indian Ocean between continents of Africa and Asia, and its bordering countries are Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Sudan, Eritrea and Djibouti. Next article focuses upon Lokpal because since its establishment, Lokpal has investigated 24 cases and granted prosecution sanction in 6 cases. 3 complaints were also filed against Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2024 and nearly 90% of the complaints were rejected due to incorrect formatting. Now let's know more about Lokpal. So friends, it was created under the Lokpal and Lokayukta Act of 2013 to investigate corruption allegations against public functionaries. The Lokpal aims to address citizens' concern for clean governance and eradicate corruption within its jurisdiction. Here you must know that India as a signatory to the UN Convention Against Corruption reflects its commitment to providing clean governance through the creation of Lokpal, and complaints must be filed within 7 years of the alleged offence as per the Lokpal Act. And do you know friends, first Lokpal was appointed in 2019 and the second Lokpal, Justice A.M. Khanwilkar, took office in 2024. Next article focuses upon India-Taliban relations because India's engagement with Taliban has evolved since the group's return to power in 2021, and the first official contact occurred in August 2021 following the US withdrawal from Afghanistan. India later acknowledged the Taliban as a state actor and sent humanitarian aid, marking a shift towards engagement while maintaining distance from the regime. By 2022, India has sent more aid, including essential medicines and earthquake relief, and stationed a technical team in Kabul to oversee operations. India also voiced concern over the Taliban's lack of an inclusive government and their treatment of women. In 2023, Afghan embassy in India ceased operations, but 2 Afghan diplomats continued running the mission. And here you must know that in 2024, India and the Taliban had their first publicized diplomatic meeting, with Taliban seeking assistance for rebuilding infrastructure. India also focused on regional security, ensuring no anti-India terrorism emanates from Afghanistan. While India has not officially recognized the Taliban government, but it remains committed to humanitarian aid and infrastructure projects despite challenges in issuing visas for Afghan citizens. India's increased engagement aims to maintain influence in Afghanistan and counter the growing presence of countries like China. Now, Bangalore-based space tech company Pixel launched India's first private satellite constellation named Firefly, marking a significant milestone in India's space journey. Here you must know that Firefly satellites are the world's highest resolution commercial grade hyperspectral satellites, offering a 5-meter resolution, 6 times sharper than the typical 30-meter resolution of existing satellites. They can detect environmental changes including chemical compositions, vegetation health and water quality, which is vital for climate action and environmental monitoring. Talking about the global impact, so friends, Firefly constellation will play a key role in addressing global challenges like deforestation, ocean pollution and improving resource management in industries such as mining, oil and gas. Now, how is it significant for India? So friends, Firefly constellation is India's first commercial hyperspectral satellite constellation, showcasing India's growing space capabilities and alignment with Make in India and Atmanirbharta initiatives. Now, International Monetary Fund has projected India's growth at 6.5% for financial year 26 and 27, maintaining its position as the fastest growing major economy. Global growth is expected to be 3.3% in 2025 and 2026, which is below the historical average of 3.7. And here you must know that according to World Bank's recent report, India's economy is projected to grow by 6.7% in the next fiscal years, slightly higher than the current 6.5% growth. The service sector is expected to grow steadily and manufacturing will improve with government support. Still, India remains the world's fastest growing major economy, with global GDP growing stagnated at 2.7%. So, with this, let's conclude today's discussion. Thanks for listening, and for regular updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.